My name is Pipkin. I'm a teacher here in Paterson Public Schools, and I'm also a part of the group that put this program together this evening, and that is the Instructional Council. In third place this year, we have Shahar Ahmad of Dr. Martin Luther King School. Category 2, in the category for poems, we have Nakaya Bellinger. In category 3, in the area of speeches, we have Crystal McCoy from school number 26. For those who came in second place, they will receive a gift card from Barnes & Noble in the amount of $35. And the second place winner in the category 1 for posters is Brandon Leva. Okay, for category 2, in the category of poems, we have in second place Jamani Lattimore from Roberto Clemente. For category 3, in the area of speeches, we have Lavinia Fairfax from New Roberto Clemente. For those that came in first place this evening, they will receive a gift card from Barnes & Noble in the amount of $55. First place for posters, Maria Altamirano from the 14th Ave Early Learning Center.
Maria actually wrote a story. We're going to have her read her story to you.
Cat and the Hat. His friends visit the falls. El gato y sus amigos vienen a visitar las cataratas.
For category 2, in the area of poems, the first place winner, and we'll ask her to read her poem at this time, is Jayla Brown from Norman S. Ware.
If Dr. Seuss, who was witty, Dr. Seuss visits Paterson. If Dr. Seuss, who is witty, visits Paterson, normal city, he can now visit the new Center City and see that it is very pretty. The Fabian Theater is new and clean, and it has a shiny gleam. You might also want to take a Lambert Castle tour to view the garden and inside rooms for sure. While on Good Mountain 2, you can also see the city's view. When he sees the Great Falls, he will see there are no walls. If Dr. Seuss visits Norton Ware, he will see the teachers always care. Finally, before it gets dark, he can visit beautiful Eastside Park. If Dr. Seuss visits Paterson for a day, he would want to say,
category 3, in the area of speeches, we have Samari Mendez from school number 5.
Miles and miles go on, but Horton has no clue where he's going. He's just been walking around, grasping at the tiny speck of dust in which the inhabitants of Whoville lived on. Horton finally came to a stop when he saw a Welcome to Paterson sign with a little girl sobbing under it. The 10-year-old girl looked up from her big green eyes to see an immense gray elephant looking down at her. She calmed down and introduced herself as Kat, short for Catherine, while he introduced himself as Horton. Kat broke down again and had to explain to Horton that her mother left her at Gelati's, an ice cream parlor. He contemplated it for a moment and told her to hop onto his back because they will search this Paterson place for her mom. Since it's his first time in Paterson, Kat feels obliged to share some of its history. Their first stop is at the Great Falls. Horton seems to be in awe while the people of Whoville were complaining about the water hitting them. The falling water was so loud that Kat had to shout over that the first submarine was developed in Paterson was tested right above the falls in the Passaic River. Horton and Kat moved on and saw the Paterson Museum. Horton immediately saw the old locomotive in the front and began to shout, "Choo-choo," while jumping around. Kat's frustration grew, and she told him to calm down, as it is strange to see an elephant jumping and yelling around. As they journeyed on, Horton continued to see a variety of factories, and he questioned Kat on this. She explained that Paterson was the silk capital of the world. Alexander Hamilton helped found the Society for the Establishment of Useful Manufacturers, which encouraged the use of the energy harnessed from the Great Falls to power all of the factories. Horton was listening intently while the citizens of Whoville quickly scribbled down everything. They continued walking, and it seemed like they were walking upward rather than forward. Kat sensed Horton's panic and explained that they were walking up the Garrett Mountain Reservation. Horton just had to stop and frolic around the field, and then they carried on. Kat suddenly grabbed Horton's big ears to stop him and told him to look at the Lambert Castle. All Horton was thinking about was meeting the king, but Kat and even the people of Whoville had to tell him that no one had lived there for ages. After a few minutes of surveying the area, they left. Kat led them to a place called Libby's Lunch for a bite to eat. Horton, Kat, and the residents of Whoville, and even the grumpy Grinch groaned in appreciation after smelling and eating the food in that wonderful riverside establishment. Later on, they left the restaurant and kept walking. They walked and walked until they just had to stop. Kat took in her surroundings and saw that she was back to square one. They had gone back to Gelati's, and Kat had no idea about what else she could do. She just wanted to find her mom and return home, but all she could do now was give up. "No," Horton said. "I meant what I said, and I said what I meant. An elephant's faithful 100%. Yeah, I know," Kat replied as she sighed in despair. Kat looked up to find a familiar pair of green eyes and black hair looking at her. She leapt up and ran to the woman, barely containing her excitement. Horton finally concluded that this woman was Kat's mom. Kat's mother was going crazy at the ice cream parlor where she was at the whole time, only to find her daughter on the back of an elephant. Mom treated them both to ice cream before they said their farewells. Horton thanked her for the full Paterson experience, while Kat thanked him for the experience of meeting an elephant and a bunch of foods. Horton walked back home slowly, knowing he would have to face that lazy bird and protect all of the fools in Whoville.